Good morning, Cupcats, and happy Thursday. Hope your week has been going good so far. The last few days we've been talking about clouds, and then yesterday we got a little bit more into some hazardous weather. Well, in today's Generation Genius, we're going to focus still on hazardous weather. And when I say hazardous, it doesn't always have to be, to the extreme like a hurricane or a blizzard. Hazard could just be a bad thunderstorm. So don't think of the word hazard as something horrible happening. I know that's what happens when we hear that word. What we are going to be focusing on in our Generation Genius, that extreme weather, like bad thunderstorms, yes, like tornadoes, things that we experience here in our neck of the woods, are a result of just a natural process. It just naturally happens. If you've been looking at the forecast at all for the last few days, we've seen a gradual increase in temperature. So what that means is as the temperature is increasing, that means some warm air is definitely moving in. When warm air and cool air, if we think about it as warm air and cool air colliding, when they come together, that's what gives us our thunderstorms. Saturday and Sunday, we're supposed to be experiencing some thunderstorms. So if you did do the Storm Spotters Guide the other day, you should be kind of keeping an eye on some of the clouds. You'll see that they're big, they're puffy. They just have this look to them that looks mean. And they're dark clouds. The last few days, like today, these are just clouds that are just kind of the clouds that hang out, right? They don't produce any sort of precipitation per se, but they're still there. They blanket the sky. So with the Generation Genius that you're going to watch today, you don't have to do the activity. I'm not going to do the activity, but I did want to show you my project that I just did. I mean, it took me about 5 minutes. I didn't even use what they told me to use. I just used what I had around the house. So I got a jar here, and I did all my marks in centimeters. So 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, so and so forth, to see what happens this weekend and how much rain that I can collect. Also, what I wanted to do real quick, if you don't mind, let me grab something. I wanted to take what I have with my collection. Let me go get a spoon. Okay, should have had all that ready for you guys when I came over. So what has it been? I mean, it's had to have been almost a month since we've been collecting our dirt. And what did it say? It said to stir it around, right? To stir it and to mash it, which is what I'm doing here. And the whole idea was to try to figure out where the leaves went, right? Because we didn't really do much to it, but that was kind of the main objective. So, looks like my first line was here, my second line was here, and now my third line is going to be about right there. You can see it, I put it right there. So again, can't really see it. That's where we started. A week later, we mashed it down, and now it's been probably 2 weeks. So it's been going on for about 3 weeks. Just recycling that water through the top. And let me see here. All I've basically been doing is taking the same exact water, what they told me to do, right? Taking that same water, pouring it through the top, and then of course it drips down to the bottom. So there we go. I'm not doing anything to this soil. I'm not taking anything out, not taking any leaves. All I'm doing is I'm just letting the water in the soil do its work. I'm letting it naturally decompose. So those of you who might be interested in having a compost, right? That's another really great option that people do, is a compost bin, where they take the food that they don't eat and they put it in a bin with some dirt and some leaves. And normally you put some worms in there. And naturally, over time, it becomes this amazing quality of soil. So just another little follow-up. I do plan on maybe planting some stuff in the next few days as it's getting warmer, hopefully before it rains this weekend or thunderstorm. So I should have a really good update on that. Everything else is going pretty good. It's growing. We have our tower garden that I'm still recycling through some water, and our little seedlings came out and it's looking really good. So again, let me tell you what your assignment is today. I'm getting off track. Sorry about that. I get going. Okay. Generation Genius. Alex has shared another song for you, and then a quizzes. Okay. Be prepared. Next week, we're going to be talking more about the water cycle and more about weather. All right, Cupcats. Don't forget, tomorrow is Flex Friday. Enjoy yourself. Have a great Thursday.